Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This is going to be my Prizewall breakdown as well as the event breakdown by way of Scotty. Thank you so much again, Scotty, for providing this. So we got two different ones. We got expected Prizewall coins on the left, expected solo points on the right. This should be really accurate. Scott's super good at this. There's obviously some RNG in the bags, which we're going to cover. So Prizewall coins, tours, 1,000 free. Solo 3,700 free, bonus solo free-ish, 2,000 up to 10.6 million milestone achievable free-ish with boss man CSS points and 1 loot coin. Okay, that's what he means, free-ish. Bonus if Viscera 18,500 from additional solo milestones up to the 12/7 milestone, 2,250 from portal spend milestones from the Viscera $100 offer, and then 9,500 from Viscera bonus tours. Faction event up to 5,000 in faction leaderboard, and then there's the RNG bag, which can be 5,000 to 40,000 in the final faction milestone bag. So free-ish. 6,700 plus faction leaderboard plus RNG bag, which is at least 5K. So minimum 11,700 free-ish. With Viscera, 34,950 plus faction leaderboard plus RNG bag. Okay? So that should give you guys a pretty good idea. You're going to basically, with Viscera, like 40,000-ish if you're adding like the RNG 5K bag onto that. Approximately. Your solo points. Tours 5.6 mil, CSS Viscera's 2.5 million, require level 23 boss, that's gold. Alliance Austin 175,000, that's gold, level 23 boss, 6-star gold. Powerhouse Boss Man level 23, 6-star gold, 275,000. And then Brutus 750,000 75,000 points, requirement 6-star bronze, level 14 boss. Faction contest 4.7 million, so if your faction maxes, you get that. Viscera flagship portal offer, 100,000 points in the offer, 570,000 points from pulls, includes first time bonus, 132,500 points from portal spend milestones. Free portal claim 300,000. So total tour points, free no CSS, 10.263 mil. Free just Bossman CSS, 10.538. Viscera offer plus Bossman, 13,840. Final free milestone, 9.899 million. Max milestone, 15 million. So if you want to max it, you're still like 1.2 million off in points that you need to make up if you buy the Viscera offer. So let's look at a couple things now that's covered. Scott does a really good job breaking that down. So let's go to Visceral Ministry Solo Contest. So we got the competition with the faction boss stuff. So if your faction maxes, you're getting it right here. 5,000 to 40,000 currency for the Prizewall. RNG, who knows what you're going to get. We'll see what else is in the bonus milestone so you guys know. So it looks like your faction just needs to get to the 10 million mark to get all the solo points, so they don't need to hit the bonus. So as long as your faction gets here and doesn't get the 50 million, you'll get all the bonus points, so that's good to know. Now let's jump over to the solo. Bunch of different, these are the tasks it's talking about. Oh, there's also a task for, he's got the boss man level 23. Okay, yeah, 275 total right there. Powerhouse boss man, that includes both of them. Perfect. Oops. Here. And 100 Viscera, you know, the 240 Austin shards are all in the final one at 989. Then you get into the bonus. So if you buy Viscera, you get all the way to here. So we'll start there. 8,000 currency, 5,000 there, you know, 2,000 there. Where are they hiding the Austin shards at? All in the final milestone, it looks like. Yes, they are. And another 20,000 there, but that's another 1.2 million. Heck of a stretch to get there. So I'm not aiming for the final milestone at all, personally. So there's that. Now let's take a look at the Prizewall. I'll give you guys my thoughts on the Prizewall. So the Ministry business plate, I think, is going to be really good. It adds 100% all color multiply gems when you make 6 or more. Now, 100% damage is not a lot most of the time. It gets a little bit different when you start talking about multiply gems. The bigger the multiply gem, the more you feel that 100%, right? So the bigger and higher quantity of multiply gems, the more you're going to be like, okay, this plate changes things a little bit. So I think it's a very good plate. It's also universal across all multiply users. So I find that very, very nice. 70,000 is a ton. Absolutely a ton. You probably aren't getting this unless you max, unless you get super lucky from the faction thing, even if you buy Viscera, right? So don't expect to get 70,000 if you buy Viscera unless you were super lucky and pull a horseshoe out of your booty. All right, I don't care for this pricing on this. 31,000 on a strap is ridiculously overpriced. Don't even touch it. But it's gem defense. They're not good. I don't care what anyone says. They're not. That's just my opinion. And so there's a bunch of plates on here. We highlighted some of them on the blog read. Some shards. Shards are really expensive for what you get. These guys were... So this is kind of tempting. My free-to-play will definitely go for the 6-star bronze if I get 700 extra and I can't get a plate or something, right? I definitely will take Tamatonga for 700. Straight up at 6-star bronze because I missed him. So I do like that. The Dom shards are crazy expensive. I love Dom. JD shards, you know, for 65, right? 900 for 65. I'll take these if I can't get a plate again. And by crazy expensive, I just mean I thought there's going to be a bigger quantity. They're not actually expensive. They're cheap. But I was thinking, you know, bigger quantity. But these shards I will absolutely buy if I can't get a plate on the free-to-play. But mostly, I mean, 100 Nikki shards is a one-time offer. It's kind of a drop in the bucket, but it does get you closer. And 75 Howdy shards, definitely a drop in the bucket. Super expensive. So I'm not real huge on those. Again, what's the variables? Yeah, hate this strap. I mean, it's better than Econ potentially if you need straps, but I don't like this. These are all grossly overpriced. I don't care if they say 150%. When you're talking, that's almost a plate, a really good plate, which we'll talk about. And you guys know how I feel about Econ. I just straight up hate it. It has no long-term value on your account. It's the short-term play. You take that because you have no other choice, in my opinion. So now let's kind of get into the plates a little bit. May Crown 20,000. It's a solid plate. Chucks a bunch of gems. Little on the expensive side, feeling like, right? Nearing end isn't that good on that many people, to be honest. But it is a big percentage. Botch Slap's amazing on Striker Naomi. Silence I really only like on Jacqueline. So those I don't love. The pricing is okay, right? They're better. They're cheaper than the Unbreakable Crown. They potentially can add a lot more damage as well, although there's not a lot of good landing spots currently. Although Jacqueline, I think, is a perfect example of what's going to happen. Pig Boy, if you don't have one, is pretty great on Trickster Macho with the Rabbit's Ears if you don't have the Yeet drip combo. This is a great play for Trickster Macho. This can be obtained on the Showdown store, 250,000 currency. I'm not big on that. Chelsea plate is horrible for the price. I don't use it on anyone. It's kind of a worthless plate. I'm not a fan of the Penta plate at all. I don't like sub gameplay. Dirty Deeds is really I only like on Hall of Fame Ron at the moment, so it's kind of expensive too. I do love the Punk's Gauntlets at 37,500. So make 6 color turn down gems, increase all your damage by 500% for one turn. So if you buy the Viscera pack and you get Viscera, you also can get the Punk's Gauntlets. It looks like based on the feedback we're getting from Scott on the Prizewall here, which I trust pretty implicitly, to be honest. I would purchase something based on Scott's predictions once the event's live, right? So I feel comfortable with that personally. Up to you how you feel about it. Now, so one thing, so the great thing about the Punk's Gauntlets is they add 500%. And they don't have as many landing spots as the Multiply Ultimate, right? The Multiply Ultimate adds 100%. The Punk's Gauntlets also works on Multiply Gems. 2 people that I can think of right off the top of my head, and they're 2 of my favorite spots for it. 1, Striker Naya, She gets 500%, makes a ton of multiply gems, so that 500% goes right onto it. So like on Naya, this is way, way better than the new plate. And then Devon Dudley, same thing. Makes a bunch of big multiply gems, 500% onto it. So again, this is way, way better on Acro Devon than the new plate. So I do think like way less landing spots, obviously. But it actually is much stronger than the new plate. The new plate, I don't think, I mean, like, so on somebody like Showboat Charlotte, I think it would be really good where she's destroying all kinds of different multiply gem types. Anyone, so like if you're using like Roman and you're using his finisher that destroys, OTC, this is, by the way, destroys all the multiply gems that are random color, something, a plate like this is really good for those kind of people. So in those kind of cases, it's going to be like best in slot for sure. Doesn't add extra time. So I really, really love this plate. What I love the most about it is the fact that you can use it on so many people. I have one Punk's Gauntlets. If I get to 70,000, I would take this plate, right? I would. I don't think I will. So what I am planning on, if I buy the Viscera pack, which I think I'm going to, you'll know if I do, I'll do a pull video. Is get a Punk's Gauntlets, assuming I don't get to 70,000. I have one on Punk himself, which it's awesome on. Second one, I would probably throw on Naya just for funniness, because she's gonna, my Naya would hit like 170 million, and it's much faster than the column break heat build on Naya. So I'd probably put it there. So that's kind of where I'm at on this, right? Like the Prizewall, I think it's good-ish. But also, I think like it really depends on where you get. So like my free-to-play, I don't know. If I get to like 11,000 on my free-to-play account, I don't know if I will, because I can't max everything. So I think more realistic is less than that, like maybe like 8,000 or something, probably for my free-to-play account. How do I feel about it at that point? Well, I could get a Pig Boy if I get to 8,000, which I really like. I would also like to start picking up one of all these color ones for when I need them, the 1300s, but I don't know that I necessarily would, because I would for sure take the 6-star bronze Tongaloa, the Bloodline. Just the more 6 stars I have, training abilities, stuff like that, it's just really, really useful on the new account. So that would be my first 7,000 points, right, on my free-to-play, and I feel like I would be getting stuff that's useful. So I like it from my free-to-play perspective. From like a mid-tier, though, if you've been playing the game a long time, like since the start, free-to-play or low spender, I think it loses some attractiveness. Although if you get the RNG, you could get a nearing end plate, even if it's not great on a lot of people. If you don't have one, it'd be cool to get. If you RNG luck into start getting like these plates, I think it's good. So I do think there's some good mid-range options too. I feel like the shards are kind of flat, to be honest. I feel like they're really flat. So I feel like there's something here for a lot of people, and then if the RNG falls in, I feel like, or like a small spend or whatever kind of thing. I don't know what the math is on spending a little bit. I feel like this one, you either don't spend or you get Viscera. This is one of those where I've talked in the past, like, if you want to spend, save your money when $100 guarantees you something. Well, this guarantees you Viscera, and from the sounds of it, a Punk's Gauntlets, right? $100 for Viscera, Punk's Gauntlets, whatever else you get along the weekend, 47 pulls on top of it. Seems pretty dang good. So all in all, I think it's solid. I think the value's there if you want to spend 100. I'm not encouraging you to do that. I do think there are a lot worse times to spend in this game. So do with that what you will. And if I'm rating the plates, Punk's Gauntlets are the strongest. Most spots to use, though, by far the multiply plate. You can put that a bunch of spots where it does really well, like a metric crap ton, but it's super expensive at like twice the price. And then like worth noting are these ones. Pig Boy's worth noting, I feel like, and then Unbreakable Crown, right? So that's kind of my thoughts on the Prizewall. That's the breakdown. Thanks again, Scott. You're the man. Super helpful, super useful. You do a great job. It's very much appreciated by me, and I know a lot of people watching. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope this helps. Let me know what you think in the comments. Shout Scotty out. We'll try and keep doing these for you. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and good luck out there. Yeah, also remember to like, subscribe, and share, because I do appreciate that. So have a good weekend, guys. I do want to try and do a boss prep video today, too. Hopefully I'll get it done. If not, maybe I'll do it early tomorrow morning. But just know that Big Boss Man is going to be super, super clutch. So if I don't happen to get one out, use Big Boss Man or plan on using him, but I think I'll get one.